He hasn't seen the sun in over 5 years. No windows. But those who've glimpsed the truth swear by something far more disturbing. No sky, no footsteps on land. Yet he's alive, thriving beneath the waves in a fortress of steel, secrets, and silence. They say he's mad, others say he's hiding. He didn't escape the world. In 2004, Harrow's wife and daughter vanished aboard a private yacht off the coast of Seychelles. No wreckage was ever found. No distress call, only silence and Vincent's transformation. He's preparing for when the world escapes us. Then returned with hollow eyes and an obsession no one understood. He sold his companies. Liquidated everything, billions, gone, but not in the way you think. Not scattered invested. His name is Vincent Harrow. And he is the billionaire who lives under the ocean. It started, like many things, with a tragedy. He vanished for nearly a year. He poured it into something no one could trace. Not luxury, not fame, not politics. He poured it into the ocean. Whispers began in 2009, anomalies in satellite sonar scans, deep-sea drones that stopped transmitting, private shipping companies reporting navigational interference in a stretch of ocean the government had quietly marked as restricted. At first, everyone assumed it was military, until a leaked sonar image appeared on an obscure oceanography forum. The post was deleted within an hour, but not before it spread. Not sank, vanished. Then, at the 17-minute mark, a voice breaks through the static, male, calm, measured, no debris. No signal, nothing. It showed a massive, dome-like structure 300 meters below the surface. And yet, it matched Vincent Harrow's voice print perfectly, a name tied to ancient myth titan of the endless waters. But to Harrow, it was something more. A technological drift so subtle we won't even know we've disappeared. A sanctuary, a warning, a beginning. Hexagonal plating and a daily journal, bio-integrated architecture. No known affiliation, no explanation. Experts dismissed it as a hoax. But one detail stood out. When reality bends to the algorithm, we lose the anchors of what makes us human. We become data. Etched across the side of the dome, visible even through the distortion, Oceanus. In 2011, a rogue hacker group intercepted encrypted transmissions between underwater relay nodes messages never meant to reach land. They decoded fragments, system diagnostics, biometric logs, written by Harrow himself. Day 749. They think the surface is still safe. But I've seen the patterns. The noise beneath the noise. And it all ends in water. Authorities claimed it was fake. But soon after, multiple research vessels tasked with investigating the region disappeared. Then came the voice. In 2014, a classified U.S. naval recording was leaked captured during a deep-sea sonar test. The audio starts normal. "You are not welcome here. This is sovereign territory. Leave while you still can." The frequency used was buried so deep in the acoustic range, it shouldn't have been humanly possible to speak on it. The ocean, it seemed, had a king. But why go to such lengths? Why abandon humanity and bury himself in darkness? Because Harrow believed something most of us couldn't begin to comprehend. That humanity is on the verge of self-erasure not through war, but through invisibility. In a private manifesto obtained by an ex-engineer who worked on the Oceanus project, Harrow wrote, "We've mapped the Earth, conquered the skies, and digitized our souls. But what happens when the map becomes the territory? I refuse." Oceanus wasn't just shelter, it was resistance. The facility, according to leaked specs, was entirely autonomous. AI-run agriculture, pressurized living pods, anti-sub surveillance. Even its own internal weather simulation. It housed over 30 individuals, each handpicked by Harrow, each sworn to never return. For weeks afterward, animals across thousands of miles exhibited erratic behavior. Whale pods redirected. Sharks surfaced en masse. Fishermen reported sonar distortions and glowing anomalies beneath the waves. And among them, cryptographers, climate scientists, philosophers, and former DARPA researchers. Some claim it was a think tank, others call it a cult. But none can explain what happened in 2017, the deep signal. No more pings, no more signals. Not even the faint electrical whispers that usually emanate from deep sea structures. Recorded by a French oceanographic vessel, it pulsed through the Pacific like a heartbeat deep, rhythmic, encoded. And then a single broadcast from Oceanus captured by a passing cargo ship's emergency channel. Phase 1 is complete. The surface will forget us. In 2020, a woman appeared at a remote Alaskan outpost. No memory of how she got there. But with a number tattooed along her collarbone, 014 Ocean, on it, a hand-sketched image, a dome beneath the sea, with one phrase written over it. But we will not forget them. After that, Oceanus went dark. It was as if Harrow turned the lights off. But here's where it gets stranger, still active under shell corporations. She spoke in fragmented phrases about the Eden core, the water that remembers, and a man who speaks to machines in dreams. Within 48 hours, she vanished from the medical facility she was brought to. Surveillance footage corrupted. Medical staff questioned, then reassigned. But one nurse kept a piece of paper she left behind. We go down to stay human. Some say Harrow created Oceanus to hide from the apocalypse. Others say he built it because he caused it. His companies, long since dismantled, were quietly acquired by defense contractors. The AI systems he helped design, now part of global surveillance grids, the biotech patents he filed. What if Oceanus is an exile? What if it's penance? AI miscalculation, or some unseen unraveling Oceanus won't resurface as a rescue? Or worse, what if it's a control room? Born in silence, beneath crushing pressure, far from prying eyes. A place from which Harrow watches the unraveling above, preparing not to save us, but to replace us. Recent satellite data shows tectonic activity near the suspected Oceanus coordinates, anomalies too symmetrical to be natural. Some believe it's expanding, others that it's rising. And then there's the dreamers. Over 200 reports in the past year alone of people across cultures, countries, and belief systems describing the same dream. A city of light beneath black water, a man with silver eyes, and a voice whispering, "You are drowning in silence, come below." Coincidence or something deeper? Maybe Vincent Harrow didn't abandon humanity, maybe he evolved beyond it. Maybe Oceanus isn't a refuge, but a womb, preparing to birth something new, something not entirely human. And when the day comes when the surface shatters under climate collapse, it will return as the replacement. The next stage of civilization, because the future doesn't rise. Sometimes it sinks.